because we can't keep on recycling useless leaders. These very people has costed us more than lives. During Isaac Hassan's reign, lives were lost. During Wafula Chebukati's reign, lives were lost. And yet these are the very people who are still want to be placed as high court judges. And again, Baba said, and let me give you this, Raila Odinga is the only person who never lies. He's the only person who sees tomorrow. Asante sana Bwana Speaker, pamoja na waheshimiwa wote wa bunge la mwananchi Jakaranda. Mwenye anaongea ni Victor Solomon. Kuna mambo mengi yamefanyika tangu juzi, jana na leo. Kwenye mkasa wa moto yenye ulitokea mradi eneo la Embakasi East. Tulisema president hakuwahi fika hapo sababu za excuses kuwa alikuwa nje ya nchi. Hatukatai. Lakini leo aliporudi akaenda kwingine. Na kutoka hapo akatuambia viongozi wote ambao wanahusika, ambao walitoa vyeti gushi, ambao walikubali hii kampuni ya kujaza gesi iweze kuoperate kwenye eneo la penye watu wanakaa washikwe. Kuna swali kuu ambalo linaibuka. Na swali hilo ni Chirchir ni mhusika mkuu wa wenye walitoa leseni. Je, atashikwa? Acheni waambie wa Kenya. Tunajua watu wa kitengo hiki ambao wanatuongoza, watu wenye wanahusika na illegitimate government hawashikwangwi. Na hata hii kama rais mwenyewe hajatuma pole, yeye tu ni kutuma maneno kwa umbali, yet he is a president of a nation. This shows that he is not caring, and even these goons leading these dockets won't be arrested. And this time round, if they want to be arrested, sisi kama wananchi lazima tusimame imara, lazima tusimame kidete, lazima tujitetee sisi wenyewe. Na uongo yenye wanaeneza kuwa ni watu watatu ndio waliopoteza maisha ni uongo mkuu. Angalia yule umati, na ilikuwa ni moto wa gesi, si hata petrol. Na ilikuwa kwenye where people reside. This is uncalled for. And if these people want to be arrested, and Chirchir to start with must be number one in the list. Chirchir must be arrested to show example. Because ingalikuwa ni mtu yeyote, sahi masubari ingekuwa imejaa, ingekuwa hata ni matamshi kutoka hapa Jakaranda, watu wangeshajaza Subaru. Lakini hii tumepoteza maisha. Hundreds of people are in the hospital. National government has done completely nothing. Our president, amka. Neno lingine, ati Ruto anatafutia watu kazi. My dear brothers and sisters, ukikaa mahali umelala kuwa kazi itakuja, Ruto atakupeleka ng'ambo, sahau. Sahau asubuhi na mapema. Sahau as early as yesterday, if not today. There is no job anywhere which Ruto will take you to. Let's do our usual jobs, because the best he can offer us, the best Ruto has seen that we can do as Kenyans, ni kujenga, ni kwenda kwa mjengo. That's the best all the professionals can do. So what do you think he's going to take us abroad to do? During his campaigns, he promised 4 million jobs. Yet up to now, not even a single job has created except kwenda mjengo. Our professional brothers who did nothing. Mtu wa nothing anaenda aje mjengo. Na hii mjengo tunaambiwa ni kazi yenye tukikataa, tunaambiwa ati lazima iendelee. Hatujui ni wakina nani wana supply masimiti, wakina nani wanapeleka waya. All the building materials. We have the facts that these very people in the government ndio wanazi supply. Yet you keep fooling us. We won't accept it. Jambo lingine cha kushangaza, Martha Koome if indeed it's true that the talk you had with Ruto was to choose former IEBC chairperson Hassan and immediate former IEBC chairperson Wafula Chebukati to be High Court judges, then it's plain truth, it's the naked truth that Kenya is a dead country. Because we can't keep on recycling useless leaders. These very people has costed us more than lives. During Hassan's reign, lives were lost. During Wafula Chebukati's reign, lives were lost. And yet these are the very people who are still want to be placed as High Court judges. And again, Baba said, and let me give you this, Raila Odinga is the only person who never lies. He's the only person who sees tomorrow. He's the only person who sees the days after tomorrow. Raila said very well that there is a plan that after Wafula Chebukati being placed as an High Court judge, atakuwa elevated to akuwe CJ before the 2027 general polls. Sisi wa Kenya tunaelekea wapi? Do we not have competent people? Kwani hatuna watu wenye wanaweza chukua viti hivi? Why must we recycle useless people? And in Kenya, the very reason as to why we don't have jobs as the youth, because all they know about us is that we are goons. I want to tell you, Mr. President, now and here, that all these youths you see are professionals. These people are not goons. These people are professionals. And even the posts you want to recycle, we have qualified people who can take. Do you want to tell us that there are shortage of judges? There are shortage of people who can be Chief Justice? Or what do you mean by recycling these useless people? Mr. President, I am telling you now, kindly, don't make our country useless. But if that's the best you can offer us, well and good. Ipo siku itakuja kuisha. Even if you think utakuwa uongozini milele, Moi served for 24 years, iliisha. Museveni has served for more than years. Itaisha, hata yako itaisha. Imambo na kusema huyu governor baraza na huyu MP wa Lugari kusema watafanya kazi na serikali. Number one, what we must understand, working with the government does not mean a defection. But if it's true that they have defected, well and good. We still have qualified people, because we don't want people who will be as loyal as thin grass on a windy day. Yenye Ruto akisema waende left wataenda. We want people who can stand. We want people who can defend the common wananchi. Hizi stories zingine tunaambiwa, we know very well. 9 hours. Ruto has pocketed the judiciary, because that's the very thing they discussed with Koome. And as Baba said, that Ruto has added money to the judiciary. And Koome advised him that there are some vacant seats where he chose the best people to be Hassan and Chebukati. Well and good. They will serve you. But we are also coming for you. Mada nyingine, Mr. Speaker, as I conclude. Ruto's regular tours. Mtu aliuliza inatuletea nini? Acheni niwaambie. Hii ni hasara tupu. Hii ni hasara tupu, because number one, our nation is ranked among the most corrupt nations in the world. In fact, out of 186, if I'm not wrong, we are number 180. So our performance in corruption is good. And our president has a name. He has a brand. Kila kitu anasema cartels. Makatel wameenda kotini. Makatel wananipinga. Ruto, the best thing you are good in is cartelism. And you as the president calling others cartels, the people involved in these corruption cases, you can't mention them by names. You come and sugarcoat it with the best name. that you prefer cartels, it means wewe ndio cartel number 1. Na kutembea kwako nchi as 7 hours branded you Mr. Tourism, you continue touring. Continue touring. Your tours will bear as no fruit. And as a nation, tushakubali. Tutajitegemea, tutafanya mambo yetu kama wananchi, sababu hatuna rais. Tuko na tourist. Let him tour all the countries which he has not visited, because this is the best time he has. Number 1, kutembea kwake nje ni hasara. He is using our own resources, pesa zetu zenye tumekusanya, sababu kuenda kwake nje mara moja is going with millions of money. Ikifika kwa mambo mengine ya muhimu, anasema tu ametenga, atatenda. Hata mambo na elimu. And that's the very reason as to why, Mr. Speaker, our education is rotten. A day before yesterday, and yesterday, and 2 days before yesterday was in this very ground of Jacaranda. 95% of people who are here were pupils who should be in school. I engaged with them in talks, and I asked about 5 in different positions, asking them, mbona hawako shule? Sababu kuu yenye hawa watoto wote walituambia ni kuwa wazazi hawana uwezo, walienda mashule wakafukuzwa. And I did more investigation to find out if these very schools they were taken to were private or public schools. They told me very well that they were public schools. Na sasa rais, instead of kuangalia masomo yetu, yeye anaenda kutua. He is going in unhealthy forums, helpless forums, zenye haituletei chochote. Mr. President, the legitimate president, you are nothing and you are helping us with nothing. Kindly, kama unaona hiki kiti kimekuwa moto, hiki kiti kama kimekuwa moto, tafadhali, as early as today night, if not yesterday, kindly resign. We take Enigma to the State House, and you resign with your Rigiji. He's not worth being referred to as to the deputy president, because he's just acting as a DO. Order, Mr. Kanga. Mr. Speaker, as I conclude, our illegitimate president should resign. Worthless people should go to the office ili Kenya yetu iweze kuenda mbele. Si stories za kutenga na kupanga na kutenda. Anatenda wapi? Upuzi sana. Asante sana Mr. Speaker.